Hello again, and it's Nikki back with another Twinchie make. Last time we saw that I made the backgrounds for these Twinchies from a 4x4 sheet of watercolour paper, and I watercoloured it and then stamped on it. And this is the Twinchie that I made yesterday, or in the previous video. So that's what it came out like. What I did was I did a bit of outlining in black as well. I didn't feel it had quite enough pop, and then I made another one, and I haven't gone around that in black. Didn't feel it needed it. It didn't. I think it looks okay as it is, and added on a little bit onto the one flower there. So it's the same but a little bit different. And so I'm going to do another Twinchie on the hot theme, and using the background we made yesterday. I've also cut out a shape there, and I have some words down here that I'm going to be using as well, as long as the breeze from above doesn't blow them off the mat. What I'm going to do first is I'm just going to just go around the outline of these little flowers in a bit of gold. Bit of gold. She says throwing things around. It's my scratch paper. Almost forgot it. Not going to try and not forget to use my scratch paper. So here we go. Just going to go around that. There's a little outline on the flowers there, so I'll just go around the outline, just adding a little bit more interest to the background. This is a gold Lumiere paint. I'll just leave that. That's what it looks like so far. Yeah. What I'm going to do as well is I went round these in red, and I think I'm going to outline these in the gold. Just keep going with the gold theme. Actually, thinking about it. That's a last minute decision there. I was going to do the red, but I've changed my mind and I'm going to do the gold. See what it's like. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. So, just quickly going to go around the outside on these. Just making a border. And there's that. So I've made this little cup. Just cut out this little cup from some paper I was given, and I'm thinking tea. Some like it hot. It's the words I've got there. Some like it hot, and some like it not. Some like iced tea. I prefer my tea all the time to be hot. Haven't really got on with iced tea at all. It's not to my taste. So I'm just going to go around the outside of the tea cup in, what's it, vintage photo. just to give it some definition around the outside. I didn't draw it or cut it out on camera because it's like, that'd be again a bit like watching paint dry, watching me just cut it out and draw it and cut it out. You can imagine how to draw a cup anyway, can't you? Or I can. I can imagine how to draw a cup. I don't know whether you can, but I can. Anyway, taking a notice. Mad 5 minutes. What I'm going to do here is take this one here, and it says it's tea dye. So if it's a tea dye, then I surely should be able to make some tea looking liquid in my cup of tea, shouldn't I? What do you think? That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm just going to paint in a little round of tea underneath the rim there. That's what it looks like. It looks like a mug with a cup of tea. Fingers crossed. And I'm just going to go around these little minuscule words as well with the vintage photo. When I did the words on the other Twinchie and I used the red, I used some of the red paint, I was hoping it would smudge a bit. I don't know whether you can see that, but it did. And that's the look I was going for. It worked on some of them, but not on others. I would hope that it was just going to smudge a little bit just to add that interest to it. Just trying to get this done quickly. This will have dried a little bit. It takes 24 hours to completely dry, so that ain't gonna happen in the next 10 seconds, is it? And I'm looking at this cup here, and I've lost some definition on the handle here, so I just might just do that little bit there in a bit of a black pen. I think I'm just going to go around the outline here and down the side on the teacup, just to make it pop a little bit more. Okay, that's what that looks like. And I'm just going to pop it all together on the card, on the Twinchie. Someone asked me about the glue, whether I use watered down glue, and I don't. I've got this matte gel medium. I decided to go ahead and buy this. I know that you can just use glue, but I don't know. This was made for it, so, and I'm sure it's just the same thing. I expect when this is all gone, I'll just go back to using the PVA glue. Might as well just continue to use it all while I've got it. Make me some nice little Twinchies. So I'm just deciding now which way around I'm going to do this, whether I'm going to do it. I think what I'm going to do is put it that way up. For no particular reason, just I think it looks better that way, might not. I quite like it when you use the glues and things and some of the colour bleeds. I quite like that, because I just think it adds just a little bit more interest to what you're doing. It stops it from being too perfect. Just got some of the gold paint on my fingers then. I haven't finished off. No. So, some like it hot. And again, I used some of the spare scraps of post-it notes that I had from the last video. And it was yesterday. I keep saying yesterday, but that's okay because it was yesterday. It was, honest. This one just wants to jump around a bit because I didn't glue on the back first. You're not a little thing, you're... Okay, I've just got one more thing to do to this, I think, and I'm going to put it on now, and it's not going to work very well because I really should let it dry a bit more before I do it. I'll do it in gold because that way it'll go on and you'll see what I'm going to do. I wouldn't normally do it like this. I'd just wait for it to dry a little bit more before putting anything else on there. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to draw this in. And it probably won't go on there because it's not quite dry enough. But maybe it'll be okay. So there you go. This is the second Twinchie. It's called Some Like It Hot. And that's my cup of tea, and that's the steam coming out of it, because I like my tea hot. See you again. Bye. I'll just come back for a second there, because I thought you'd like to know that unlike some people who just make their 80Cs and Twinchies, I'm not like that. That's not how I work. I can't just sit down and then make it with no previous thought of it. I actually like to try and sketch out some ideas and things first. So this was this one here, and this one here, from this design here that I did lots of drawing, as I think I showed you, where I did flames and things on other pieces of paper and then came up with that one. And I did exactly the same thing for this one here. This one here is that I actually sketched it out, and that was my idea for that Twinchie there. So that became that. So there you go. I can't just sit down and do it. I have to think about it first. Okay, bye. Back again. To show how much I have to think about these things first is that my friend bought me this and gave it to me a little while ago. Is that these are things that I have my ideas on, and that I sketch out in. That if I have a nice design I come up for with a card, then I'll put it in here, just as a rough, so that I've always got it there to refer back to. So and that's what I do, is that I have the ideas, and then I make up the ideas and then keep them here. So yeah, so this is like an ideas book, and those two post-it notes will go into here as well for me to keep and refer back to if I get stuck and need some more ideas. So there you go, that's my thought process. Bye.